Have you ever pondered the very fabric of our reality, questioning whether it's but a complex simulation? Well, prepare to embark on a journey through the realms of possibility as we delve into the intriguing evidence suggesting that we might indeed be living within a vast computational matrix. Welcome to the Lore Chronicles. During the pandemic, Tony and Jenna found themselves confined to their apartment, spending more time together than ever before. Tony, a PhD student in computer science, and Jenna, his girlfriend, had been inseparable for years. They knew each other inside and out, or so they thought. It all began subtly. One morning in the kitchen, Tony observed Jenna, the coffee aficionado, adding sugar to her cup. Confused, he questioned her, as he knew she had always been against sweetening her coffee. To his surprise, Jenna acted as if she had always preferred it that way, denying any change. Tony's suspicions grew as he noticed more alterations in Jenna's routines, preferences, and even memories. During one work-from-home day, Jenna mentioned a colleague named Larry, assuming Tony knew him intimately. Perplexed, Tony denied any knowledge of Larry's existence, leading to an argument. Jenna firmly believed they worked together, despite Tony being a university student with no corporate ties. Both Tony and Jenna were left bewildered, questioning their own sanity and the authenticity of their relationship. Was Jenna hallucinating? Or had something manipulated her memories? Alternatively, had Tony's life been rewritten, altering his reality? The truth remained elusive, leaving them to wonder if one of them had been complicit all along. In a simulated world, who could be trusted? Could their closest allies and loved ones be NPCs or part of the game? The unsettling uncertainty lingered, shattering their sense of reality. Cheryl and Jason, deeply enamored, were navigating the early stages of their relationship. Little did they know, a night of tragedy awaited them, one that would challenge their perception of reality. On a fateful evening, Jason was driving his truck, accompanied by a friend, when they encountered a treacherous stretch of black ice. Powerless to evade it, the truck skidded into oncoming traffic, causing chaos and panic. Other vehicles swerved to avoid the collision, but fate had other plans. Two headlights pierced through the windshield as an oncoming car collided with Jason's truck, jolting their bodies and minds. But instead of a catastrophic end, an inexplicable shift occurred. Cheryl and Jason found themselves in a perplexing new world, where the familiar had been replaced by something entirely foreign. The subtle nuances of their everyday lives had undergone an unsettling metamorphosis. Nothing was as it had been before. Their shared experience of this altered reality left them questioning their sanity and the nature of their very existence. Were they trapped in a simulation? Or had they unwittingly entered a parallel dimension? Doubt gnawed at them, and the boundaries of their relationship were tested. Together, Cheryl and Jason grappled with the possibility that they had transcended the realm of the living, caught between life and a perceived afterlife. Their journey to uncover the truth blurred the lines between perception and reality, leaving them forever changed. Now, at the forefront of this thought-provoking discourse is the simulation hypothesis, a concept championed by luminaries such as Bostrom from the University of Oxford. Bostrom presents us with three compelling possibilities. Either civilizations perish before mastering hyper-realistic simulations, they lack interest in creating such simulations, or, most intriguingly, we are already ensconced within a simulated reality. Elon Musk, the visionary entrepreneur, once mused about the slim odds of us inhabiting a base reality. Neil deGrasse Tyson hinted at the high probability of our reality already being a simulation. With the rapid advancement of technology, particularly in virtual reality and artificial intelligence, these discussions gain weight, challenging our perceptions of existence. I was speaking to my son just the other day about how technology has grown so much. Now, we don't live in the futuristic landscape that I thought we would live in when I was his age. I thought by now that we would have our flying cars and robot slaves and, like from the Jetsons and Star Wars and things like that, where these robots are doing what you want them to do. We don't have that yet, but we're getting darn close to that stuff. Maybe not the flying cars, but certainly the artificial intelligence and the robots. But what about the mathematical underpinnings of our reality? Could they offer clues to our simulated nature? Indeed, patterns like the Fibonacci sequence and the golden ratio permeate the fabric of nature, suggesting a programmed algorithm at work. Digital physics pushes this notion further, proposing that our universe is fundamentally computable, down to its most intricate details. Venturing into the enigmatic realm of quantum physics, we encounter phenomena that defy classical understanding, hinting at a computational framework. The double-slit experiment, with its baffling insights into particle behavior, raises questions about the very nature of observation and reality's malleability. Even the equations governing fundamental physics harbor tantalizing hints at a coded reality. As revealed by physicists like Dr. James Gates, could these be remnants of a cosmic software, meticulously crafted by an otherworldly architect? Speaking of architects, the question of who or what created this simulation tantalizes the mind. Could it be our future selves, wielding technology beyond our current comprehension? Or perhaps a godlike entity, manipulating our reality for its own ends? The concept of an afterlife takes on a new dimension in this paradigm. Could our paradises and hells be meticulously crafted simulations, designed to reward or punish us based on our actions? And what of parallel universes? If our reality is a simulation, then surely others could be as well, each a product of different variables and purposes. But amidst these philosophical musings, one question looms large. Do we truly possess free will? Or are our actions predetermined within the confines of the simulation's code? The implications are profound, challenging our notions of agency and autonomy. Yet, even if our reality is simulated, do our actions hold meaning? Many argue they do, as they are real to us, shaping our experiences and defining our humanity. As we contemplate the possibility of creating our own simulations, we confront the immense challenges posed by computational power and the very nature of reality itself. Could we one day create a universe-sized simulation, further blurring the lines between creator and creation? And if we were to discover that we are indeed living within a simulation, could we find a way to escape it? The answer remains elusive, fraught with uncertainty and rife with philosophical implications. But regardless of whether our reality is simulated or not, one thing is for certain. Our quest for understanding will continue unabated, pushing the boundaries of knowledge and challenging the very fabric of existence itself. As we journey deeper into the labyrinth of speculation and inquiry, we will now confront a tantalizing prospect of interaction with entities beyond our perceived universe. Could patterns, anomalies, or even glitches in the simulation provide us with avenues for communication or exploration? Like intrepid hackers probing for vulnerabilities in computer software, we might seek out weaknesses in the system, hoping to unlock its secrets. Black holes, those enigmatic cosmic phenomena, could serve as portals or data dumps within the simulated reality. Venturing into their depths, if such a feat were possible, might yield unexpected insights or even pathways to other realms. What about wormholes, those hypothetical conduits through space-time? They tantalize us with the prospect of shortcuts through the fabric of the simulation. Could they serve as bridges to other parts of the simulated universe, or even to entirely different simulations? The notion is enticing, but the practical challenges are monumental, requiring a profound understanding of the simulation's underlying laws and structures. The question of whether we can escape the simulation hinges on the intentions of its creators. If they design a reality with an exit in mind, clues or pathways might await discovery. However, if the simulation is meant to be a closed system, breaking free could prove futile. Yet, as we continue to push the boundaries of our understanding, we're bound to uncover more about the nature of our reality, whether simulated or not. Each revelation, each discovery brings us closer to unraveling the mysteries that shroud our existence, inviting us to ponder our place in the vast tapestry of the cosmos. So, onward we march, fueled by curiosity, driven by the relentless pursuit of truth. In the labyrinth of speculation and inquiry, where the boundaries of reality blur and the fabric of existence unravels, we find ourselves on the precipice of discovery. Whether our reality is a meticulously crafted simulation, or the product of an unfathomable cosmic design remains to be seen. Yet, in our quest for understanding, we are compelled to delve deeper, to probe the mysteries that lie beyond the veil of perception. As we gaze into the abyss of possibility, let us remember that the journey itself is as exhilarating as the destination. For each revelation, each discovery brings us one step closer to unlocking the secrets of our universe. Now we have to talk about religious considerations, and I think that this is important. Now, I believe that people can look at this simulated theory and come away with interesting concepts. One like, well, the way that things are ordered, like, has this all been created for us or not? Now that sounds an awful lot like religion to me, like a lot of different religions, if you ask me. Now, for someone with my background who does study theology, as well as science itself, I find these questions very, very interesting. I have a personal belief of why people would rather choose something like a simulation theory versus a personal creator God. But for today's video, I'm just going to let you speculate on your own. I also believe that simulation theory is a good way for many people to replace the concept of God with something else. There are so many things that seem ordered and then it doesn't. So many things that are perfect and make more sense than creating something from nothing. The concept of simulation theory does have religious implications for some individuals. I believe most individuals. While it is not a formal religion itself, some people view it as a way to explain the nature of reality and potentially replace traditional religious beliefs. Why would they want to do that? Especially whenever those religious beliefs goes against their own personal beliefs. One perspective is that simulation theory can be seen as an attempt to explain the universe and our existence without involving the concept of a higher power or God. It suggests that our reality is not real, but rather a computer-generated simulation. This viewpoint aligns with the idea that religion attempts to explain the universe and our relationship to it. But simulation theory offers an alternative explanation without relying on religious frameworks. However, it's important to note that simulation theory does not involve worship or the presence of a divine figure. It focuses on the idea that our reality is controlled by advanced beings or entities, akin to programmers in a simulation. Some individuals find parallels between these controlling entities and the role of gods or God in traditional religions. It's worth mentioning that simulation theory does not provide definitive evidence or proof of its claims. Both simulation theory and certain religious beliefs require a certain level of faith or acceptance without concrete, verifiable evidence. It says in the Bible that it's impossible to please God without faith. Some proponents of simulation theory appreciate its ability to offer explanations without what they perceive as the dogma and politics often associated with organized religion. Ultimately, the relationship between simulation theory and religion is complex and subjective. While simulation theory may challenge traditional religious beliefs for some individuals, others may find ways to reconcile or integrate the two concepts. It's important to approach these discussions with an open mind and respect for diverse perspectives. That's why I like to talk about these other perspectives here on the Lore Chronicles. I believe that when we look at folklore and legends and lore and things like that, there's always going to be a parallel between what others view as normal and these people over here view as abnormal. Now, I interject my own thoughts in some of these videos, but I certainly don't expect you to have all of my thoughts. I hope that at the very least they give you cause to think about your own frame of reference and what you actually believe and why you believe that. My beliefs are very solid, but I may have faith, but I still believe in science. I don't think that those have to be mutually exclusive. So do I believe that the God that I worship is some creator of a simulated universe? It depends on how you define it. If you define a simulated universe, something that has been created just for us, well, that may be the case. I mean, it certainly looks that way whenever you look at religious text, right? But do I believe it's a computer program? Again, how do you define that? How do you define a computer program? Does the computer program have to look exactly like how we define a computer program? Either way, I believe that our reality was created by someone higher than myself. And that is what I call God. In order to get to that, I have the Bible. I'm very curious about what you have. And please be respectful whenever I ask these questions. I typically like to respond to these things without having any type of animosity towards one another. Let's be adults when we talk about this. Simulation theory can have various impacts on faith, depending on an individual's beliefs and interpretation. So let's look at a few ways in which simulation theory intersects with faith. Now, number one is it challenges traditional religious beliefs. It presents the idea that our existence is a product of advanced beings or entities, rather than a divine creation. This can lead to questioning or reevaluating religious doctrines and concepts. Simulation theory raises questions about the existence and nature of a higher power. While it doesn't provide existence for or against the existence of God, it offers an alternative framework for understanding the universe. Some individuals may see simulation theory as a way to reconcile scientific concepts with religious beliefs, while others may view it as a replacement for traditional religious notions of a higher power. Simulation theory challenges our perception of reality and the nature of our existence. It suggests that our reality is not inherently real, but rather a simulated construct. This can lead individuals to question the nature of their faith, again, and the meaning they derive from religious teachings. Considering the relationship between free will and determinism, simulation theory raises questions about free will and determinism. If our reality is a simulation controlled by advanced beings or entities, it can raise doubts about the extent of our agency and the role of divine intervention. This can prompt individuals to re-examine their beliefs about free will and the influence of a higher power in their lives. For me, if this is a simulation, please download me more money. That would be great. And go ahead and delete all cancer. That would be awesome for everyone. Some individuals may seek to find compatibility or integration between simulation theory and their faith. They may explore ways to incorporate simulation theory into their religious worldview, seeing it as a metaphorical or symbolic framework that complements their existing beliefs. So let us look boldly at this uncertainty, the ambiguity, and the boundless potential that lies ahead when we look at this possibility. For in the pursuit of truth, we may yet uncover the greatest mystery of all, the true nature of our existence. And who knows what wonders await those who dare to venture into the unknown depths of the simulated reality. We'll see you next time.